to go over all the collab units. So let's take a look. Start with fire. I'll do the 4-star variations first. Or actually, we'll just go by family. Go by family. Start with Ezio. So Ezio is the teased unit. I think Ezio is pretty cool. I really like this passive. Inflicts damage that ignores the defense in proportion to the enemy's lost HP by at least 30%. Up to 100% when you attack on your turn. Skill 2 is attacks twice to decrease defense and then attack bar absorb. So this goes to a 100% chance and then a 50% chance. Return cooldown, not bad considering its gain. And skill 1 ignores all damage reduction effects. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what damage reduction effects means, ignoring all damage reduction effects means you ignore invincibility, you ignore shield, you ignore defense buff. Water Ezio. Skill 2 is distraction, grants the threat state on the allied target. Enemies excluding the boss can only attack the target under the threat state with attack skills, while enemies attack with a single target skill 2 times. Grants the threat state on the ally target. Enemies excluding the boss can only attack the target under the threat state with attack skills, while enemies attack with a single target skill 2 times. AoE doesn't break it? Or is this just the description for normal threat state? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is like a different type of threat state that can't be AoE'd or if this is just the description for threat state. Because it kind of just sounds like it's the description for threat state. It's basically just threat state, right? Is it literally just redescribing the entire normal threat state? This is such a lame skill. Huh? Why couldn't it do anything else? Why does it not have anything else with it? Huh? Yeah, but Ophelia's gives a shield and 3 turns and an extra turn now. Huh? Tactical Bomb. Attacks all enemies to remove all beneficial effects. Afterwards, increases the attack bar of the ally with the highest attack bar by 25% and the attack power of the ally with the second highest attack bar for 2 turns. This is conceptually a very cool skill. Not sure if it's actually good because base speed is really low. So we'll have to see. This one conceptually seems cool, but not amazing. 4-star Ezio has the defense break and attack bar absorb. Attacks all enemies to decrease their attack bar by 25% each. Decreases the skill cooldown of all allies by 1 turn each if an enemy dies. Defense lead. Interesting. Swift build into a single target attack bar booster with no built-in attack buff. Adds more options than Tion Dova for base speeds. I mean, it's just a shittier Dova. If that's what you want to use it for. Because it's also only 25%. So it's not that useful for what you're describing. I like Ezio. This is the OP one, right? Attacks the enemy and fills up your attack bar if the enemy dies. Additionally, passive skills of all enemies excluding the boss are not activated. Alright. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. You basically get Han Wu skill 3 in a single target, and if you kill them, you get an extra turn. Well, not an extra turn. You get 100% attack bar. So, I mean, conceptually cool. In practice, potentially not great, but it depends on what the scaling looks like. Dark Ezio. Attacks additionally with an attack that cannot be countered when you attack the enemy on your turn. That seems alright overall. Not being able to be countered by that's pretty good. The additional hit also pairs really well with the defense break attack bar steal. Or it's actually not attack bar steal, it's attack bar decrease only. So overall, not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's take a look at Bayek. So Bayek has the HP block skill 1. Consecutive slash attacks the enemy 2 times to remove 1 beneficial effect and silence for 2 turns. HP scaling. Skill 3 removes all harmful effects granted on yourself and recovers your HP by 40%. Afterwards, attacks the enemy 5 times, dealing damage proportionate to your max HP. Seems alright. 3-turn cooldown, 3-turn cooldown on both of these. Pretty good base stats overall. It's not bad. Elite Amateur shoots 4 arrows to attack the enemy, each arrow decreasing the enemy's attack bar by 20% with an 80% chance. Now this goes up to 100% chance here, and it's a speed scaling skill. 3-turn cooldown. Master Warrior attacks the enemy to reset the attack bar. Attacks 2 more times to inflict damage proportionate to the enemy's max HP. This is a PvE unit, I think. Attack bar decrease, that's speed scaling. And then attack bar pushback again with 2 additional hits on enemy max HP scaling. This is probably a PvE unit. This is probably a really good PvE unit, actually. This is like very damagey Lauren with way better scaling. And it has HP block. Not that HP block really that relevant, but the other things are kind of cool. Passive inflicts continuous damage on the enemy for 2 turns when attacking, increases the damage dealt by 20% and recovers your HP by 3% per harmful effect granted on the enemy. Ooh. That is kind of cool. Silence, HP block, dots. Not bad, actually. Cool violent or despair revenge unit, maybe? Solo angle unit? I feel like they made the Bayeks really annoying. Like they intentionally made them really annoying to deal with. Violent Rampage attacks the enemy to deal damage that increases according to your max HP and destroys the enemy's HP by the inflicted damage. Additionally, the damage increases by up to 100% in proportion to the enemy's destroyed HP. That is a siege unit right there. That's a siege unit. That's a siege unit. Oh, baby. This is Strip Silence. Eagle Deception attacks an enemy. Oh, this is the random stun one. This one's cool. Conceptually cool. Their base stats are pretty good, to be honest. The base stats are good. I just want to see the base stats on these two. And I want to know if they awaken into accuracy. Alright. Kassandra decreases attack bar with a... What is that? 75% chance? Alright. Hero Strike attacks the enemy to inflict damage that ignores the enemy's defense. Decreases the skill cooldown of Hero Strike by 1 turn if the enemy is defeated. So 3 turns could go down to 2 turns. Alright, alright. Ares' Last Breath passive grants invincibility for 1 turn and life drain for 2 turns on yourself when you're inflicted with fatal damage. 5-turn cooldown. Ooh, that is a... They gave them the weird split family leader skill. Oh, God. Conceptually cool. Conceptually cool. Vision of Athena decreases the defense of all enemies for 2 turns with a 60% chance. 80% chance. I wonder if this is a non-attacking skill. I wonder if you actually attack with this. I don't think you do. That's my guess. But I haven't seen it, so actually we can just check. Well, you do not attack. That is pretty good. Attacks the enemy 3 times to leave a branding effect for 3 turns each. Additionally, the attack always lands as a critical hit and deals 100% damage. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, that attack is kind of sick. Alright, alright. Hero Strike, Wrath of Ares attacks all enemies and resets their attack bar and increases the chance of a glancing hit for 2 turns. Not bad, not bad. 4-turn cooldown? Not bad. Oops. Attacks all enemy to stun for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Excuse me? Huh? Hello? Huh. 2-turn stun. 2-turn stun is pretty good for spec. This is probably really good in Special League, depending on the base stats. This defense break stun and attack bar decrease. This is probably either really no, I think this is a Special League unit. I don't think you can pair this with other stuff in 5 stars well enough. Unless you do 20 star. 4 star, this is probably good. 20 star, you can probably do some fun comps. Interesting, interesting. Dark Kassandra. Battlecry of Ares grants endure and attack power, increasing effect on allies for 2 turns. Whoa, 4-turn cooldown. Whoa. Okay, whoa. Endure and attack buff. Okay. 2-turn endure. LD Nat 5, by the way. Good luck, Daniel. Good luck, Daniel. Alright. Last unit. Take a look at Eivor. Wait, speed lead too? Huh? I missed that. 21% speed lead, though. These are all split. Yeah, these are all split. Because they're Nat 4 and Nat 5 families, so they all get split in half. This having accuracy lead is kind of cool, actually. Let me take a look at Eivor's. Two hits, 2 defense breaks. Okay. Harpoon Impalement attacks the enemy 2 times to stun for 1 turn and decrease the attack bar by 50% with a 50% chance each. Goes up to 70. Additionally, the inflicted damage increases by 50% if the enemy is under an ability effects. You'll end stun. Edun's Heart passive. Recovers the HP by 30% of the lost HP if you don't get attacked during the enemy's turn. Additionally, the damage inflicted to the enemy increases by 50% if you have half or more remaining HP. Huh. Throwing Axe Fury, 3 hits. Inflict 2-turn dots, 70% chance each, 3 turns. That's fine. This is the passive we talked about already. So grants up to 3 effects of Might of the Clan according to your stats when the battle begins. Attack power increases the damage dealt to enemies by 100%. Defense decreases the damage received from enemies by 30%. And attack speed removes 1 beneficial effect granted on the enemy with a 50% chance if you attack on your turn. This goes up to 70% with skill ups. People were saying that the defense one is plus 960 if you have max tower and plus 139 speed or plus 135 speed with max tower. I'm not sure what the attack power requirement for this is, though. So if you are most likely watching the YouTube video of this, if I upload it, well, I'll post it in the comments when we figure it out. Wind Eivor. Dots. Attacks the enemy 3 times to inflict continuous damage for 1 turn each, and then attacks the enemy once more to explode continuous damage granted onto the target to additionally deal the corresponding damage. A lot of people are talking about if this is better in Giants. So I'm going to give you 2 answers. 1, the simple answer is no. The simple answer is no because everyone's like, well, Lucian kills the waves anyways. You're wrong. Lucian derps way too much. And you are just sad every time that he uses skill 2 or skill 1. And it's just an inevitable fact of using units that don't have 100% AI. If somehow you manage to run a team that's strong enough to Julie, then the answer is yes. Then this actually would most likely be better, assuming it will always use skill 3 before everything else. But both of those conditions being met feel quite rare. So I'm going to say in general, no, this is not a replacement for Tatu. It is an option, and it's probably more PvP focused. All right, Light Eivor, Harpoon Impalement. Thrill of War gains immunity against inability effects and increases your attack bar by 10% whenever the enemy or an ally gains a turn. Ooh, that's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. Also, 118 base speed. That is scary. The thing is, skill 2 is not consistent with stun or attack bar. However, you're very likely to hit one of the 2. At 70%, you actually have a pretty good chance to hit one of the 2. And it's immune to inability effects. So I actually think this unit's pretty good. Ooh. Oh God. Yeah, that's speed, by the way. All right, Dark Eivor, the last one. Increases all allies' attack power for 3 turns and attack bar by 30%. Afterwards, All allies except yourself attack random enemies. 3-turn attack bar with 30% attack bar is pretty good. Everyone attacking someone random is kind of troll, but potentially very fun. Huh. Alright guys, I genuinely think this might be the best unit because base speed. I think base speed on this unit is really good with the kit. But it's not consistent, which is the problem. Water Eivor, I think will be really good in Siege. I think this unit has potential to be good in Siege. Because it has kill potential, and it also has multiple build potential too that people could be afraid of. For Ezio, I still believe that the Fire Ezio has a lot of potential. I think Light Ezio also has potential. And I think Dark Ezio actually has potential too. For Bayek, I think Fire Bayek actually has potential. Water Bayek, very good PvE unit. It's like a damage Lauren with better scalings, better stats. Wind has potential to be like this cool solo unit, but I'm not confident that it's going to be super strong yet. I'm not very confident on this. Light Bayek is probably a siege unit. 4-star siege unit because destroyed HP is really good. And then Dark Bayek. Dark Bayek has a chance to be good just because of the passive, but I think overall it's not going to be great. I don't think it's going to be great. The rest of the kit is like cool, but not that strong. And then for Kassandra, Fire has potential, but I feel like this kind of kit exists too much in Fire units already that it's kind of irrelevant. Water has potential on Siege offense, depending on AI. Or Siege defense, sorry. Wind is just okay. Base stats, kind of just okay. I think Light is going to be a really fun unit in Special League. 20-star and 4-star. And this is just a meme unit. I don't think it's incredibly strong. Water or Light Kassandra? Light would be like... Okay, so very specifically, if you want to choose between the two, I would build Light if you're looking for like an RTA Special League unit. If you're looking for a Kassandra for Siege, I think this one's the best one, just because it has potential to do things different. Would you pair Water Kassandra with a 4-star tower? I cannot answer that question until tournament's over. Well, I guess you can't run it in defense anyways, till the beginning of the season. You have AoE defense break and attack bar absorb skill 1. You probably pair with a speed lead stripper, and then something that has a lot of threat that's not a fire unit. It's probably like Clara Kassandra and some sort of wind unit threat, or light or dark. Your wind Kassandra does more damage on skill 3 than skill 2. If you land defense break, then it's probably likely. Ignore defense skills generally don't have as high scaling because they're ignore defense. So like if you give attack buff defense break to a unit, it'll usually hit more on a when you're a ignore defense based unit. Like Pungbek skill 3 can hit for an incredibly hard compared to like using Lucian skill 3, right? Just because defense break is so strong that they have to like balance the scalings around it.